Hello, my dear friends. Gather round, as I tell you. Before this next trial, I shall answer the question, what is Black Air Force Energy? So join me today on Trollbot Studios as I answer that question. Black Air Force Energy. According to Urban Dictionary, Black Air Force Energy is someone who is crazy and doesn't have a care in the world. But it's actually more than that. Just because somebody is crazy doesn't mean they automatically have Black Air Force Energy. In fact, most characters with Black Air Force Energy are in fact perfectly sane. They know what they're doing. In my opinion, a menace, aka a practitioner of Black Air Force Energy, has to have a huge ego, like a really big one. And he also needs to have the skills to back off that up. So, as much as you're gonna hate this, but Vegeta's not gonna be in the Hall of Menaces. In fact, in Resurrection F, he was about to spin back on Frieza for everything that the latter did to him, but Frieza retaliated by destroying the Earth. Hence, Frieza being a little bit higher in the Hall of Menaces. Because if two characters are from the same universes and are both candidates for the Hall of Menaces, should one character steal the other's opportunity in order to make it into the hall, that definitely counts. Also, the Menace has to do something shocking. For example, Raditz killing Saki, Broly having to be mind controlled by his father, and also that time he destroyed Planet Shamo, and Kid Buu teleporting to the afterlife. I still can't believe that happened. You might have already figured out due to the characters I've already covered, but menaces don't always have to be heroes. They can be villains too. One way for a Black Air Force villain to be effective is for that villain to work in a team, or better yet, leading said team. But secretly, the villain is only using the team for his own selfish gain. Also, there can be pseudo-menaces. Pseudo-menaces, while they don't qualify to be on the Hall of Menaces, still have their fair share of disrespectful moments. And that is why I created the Disrespect Chronicles, a series chronicling these pseudo-menaces and what they did to earn a spot on the Disrespectful Chronicles. These pseudo or arch menaces being what I call them now, in order to qualify for a position, must have a moment of disrespect, which may be started by what I like to call a moment of ignorance, in order to emphasize just how ignorant this gets, that you don't even need to use the correct pronunciation. So, a moment of ignorance is when a person's otherwise rational thinking gets overshadowed by either ignorance or stupidity, leading them to act rashly in said moment. And during these moments, menaces can rise. Said menaces can even be the initiator. Should the menace fight against the initiator, it more qualifies as a mess around and find out, which I explained back in episode 3 of the Hall of Menaces. The mess around and find out ratio is when somebody is messing around, and the more they mess around, the more they find out. Frieza learned that the hard way, as he found out twice. First by Vegeta when he called him Prince of Nobody. Frieza got lucky. And the second time is when Frieza was just grilling Toppo. And once he transformed into his God of Destruction form, it was raps for Frieza. Like, when somebody indents their fist into your spine, yeah, there's not much you can really do at this point. So, that's really it on how to be a menace. So, for episode 5 of the Hall of Menaces, grab your Bibles and hold them tight, because we're about to get into a doozy. So, in the meantime, later, fools.
大地が轟き風がうなるそれはそうそれは